Anyway, gah, what time is it? I checked the time on my phone. 6:32? Ugh. Well, I'm not really feeling that tired, so I guess I'll just get up now. After brushing my teeth and wiping my face with a wet towel, I make my way to the kitchen. Let's see what we have here. I open the fridge, hoping to find something nice I could have for breakfast. I'm not entirely sure why I even bothered. I haven't gotten groceries yet, so there really shouldn't be anything new in there. The only thing I could find was my egg carton that's down to just 2 eggs. With my only protein option found, I checked the bread cabinet. Alright, guess I'm having an egg sandwich on toast. Again. That makes it the 3rd time this week. I really should get groceries today. Funny, that's what I told myself yesterday too. I guess all the excitement from joining a club distracted me. Yeah, right. After manning the stove for a couple minutes, I've made my toast and egg sandwich. It was alright. Just alright, not good. Probably should have asked Dad for the omelet recipe before he left. Or asked Mom for the strawberry pancake recipe before she left. Seriously, what are the odds of both parents going on an extended business trip at the same time? So, in the original game, I don't think the parents' whereabouts are mentioned. And like part of that is the game only ever shows scenes of the club room and of like the walk to school and the walk back and of like, you know, MC's house and Sayori's house. So like narratively speaking, the parents don't exist in that game because they really don't need to be. But, you know, as we know about the funny twist of DDLC, that by golly, the parents really should be there for their children that are, you know, attempting to take their own lives. So, you know, I'm explaining that now. I'm putting my foot down for this canon and saying my dude's parents are gone on an extended business trip at the same time. I talked to Alan about it when they left, but he just said, you should invite us over then. As tempting as that might be, I'm sure they'd kill me when they get back from their party. Wait a minute. When are they getting back? And so this line is interesting because now I'm implying. So first I introduce the parents, say, all right, they're gone for this reason, and now I'm implying that there's more to it than behind the scenes. Because when are they getting back? My dude doesn't know, which is usually something I think a parent would tell their child is, hey, I'm gonna be gone. I'll be back at this date. Which text my alarm goes off. Time for school already, but I only just had breakfast. No time to complain. Let's get going. Because if you remember, my dude woke up at like 6:32 or whatever, and he's only been manning the stove for a couple minutes. So like, it really shouldn't be time to go to school yet. So we'll talk more about that later. Since she seemed so excited to walk with me yesterday, I decided to wait for Sayori at her house like I used to. Hopefully she won't be too much longer now. Oh, there she is. My dude? Did you wait for me? Took you long enough, let's get going. Okay! She says that a lot. Did you remember to bring your poem? Yeah, what kind of guy do you take me for? I called you yesterday for help and everything. No way I'm forgetting the poem. Besides, aren't you the forgetful one out of the two of us? Eh? What's that supposed to mean, meanie? Do I need to bring up the boiling water incident? Huh. That one never gets old. It really was a good thing I was there, or else her house might have actually caught on fire. Her parents made me dinner for a week as thanks for saving their precious daughter. It's not like I wouldn't have died in that house fire too or anything. Although, I'm not one to turn down free food. We arrive at the school and head our separate ways, only meeting back up when it's club time. Hi again, my dude. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Ha ha ha. Oh, and here's a fun loaded line coming up. You say that like there's something dangerous about this overglorified book club. Oh crap, is there? What? Of course not. You're so silly, my dude. Yeah. Alright, today marks my official first day as a member of a club. Or would it be the second? Anyway, since I got here last, I had an unpleasant encounter with a rogue chicken. It seems everyone else is already hanging out. I'm not gonna elaborate about the rogue chicken. For now. Thanks for keeping your promise, my dude. I hope this isn't too overwhelming a commitment for you. Oh yeah, I spent hours working on my poem. I guess I'm just not cut out for this sort of thing. Oh, I'm sorry. I was so obvious about my emphasis, though. Yuri, please calm down. I was just messing with you. So Troll my dude has reared his ugly head, and it seems Yuri cannot handle that. Note to self: Miss Purple simply cannot handle that. Should I acclimate her to sarcasm? Maybe later. And here we have a line that I think is relevant. Hey, that's tough talk from someone who Sayori said didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. If you're not going to take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Did she come here just to attack me for Yuri? That's kind of sweet, even if I have to deal with her nonsense. So, Attack Dog Natsuki, I think, is a little canon, probably. In that Natsuki really does care. Like, she's abrasive, she's got the Soon attitude. But, like, if someone's talking smack about her friends, she would throw hands. That's just who she is, I think. Methinks. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. What? Is she not supposed to keep her manga here? Because, you know, my dude brings up a valid point. Yeah, you said I could keep it here, Monica. Because manga is literature. And so, I'm trying to establish with my dude here that, like, even if he isn't nearly as weeaboo slash, like, literally Japanese as MC is, like, he doesn't hate manga. He's not, like, one of those boys that'd be like, oh, you read manga, I'm gonna pull your pants and I give you a wedgie, lamau. Whatever. That's fun. Is there some sort of beef between the two of them that I'm just not aware of? With her victory against Monica secured, Natsuki returns from whence she came. Don't worry, guys. My dude always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work, even without asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. And so, I'm giving my dude, like, a little bit of a worse motivation than actual MC. Because actual MC is saying, I cleaned your room for you because it's too messy, it's distracting. Which could be interpreted as he's literally doing that because it's distracting him. Or that, like, he does care about Sayori, but is, like, too curmudgeonly to admit that. But I'm giving my dude a different motivation. He's saying, to be fair, your parents have started paying me for that with what would have been your allowance money. Which sort of makes it my job. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and my dude can become great friends too. And so I'm also introducing that my dude, as much of a troll he is, he still, at the end of the day, does care. Sayori looked kind of upset when I brought up the allowance. That must have been embarrassing for her. I'll try and apologize later. And I've got wonderful news for all the viewers at home. My dude never apologizes for this later. I genuinely forgot. This line shouldn't be here anymore. But we're gonna move on. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori? Sayori, you goober, did you just ruin Yuri's surprise? No, it was nothing. Come on, Yuri, don't be shy. It's really nothing. Yuri, do you actually have something for me, or was Sayori talking out of her butt? Oh, Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. Oh, what do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I very specifically told you off about this sort of thing before, Sayori. Hey, it's gonna be alright, Yuri. I'm not gonna make a big deal out of this, especially if you don't want me to. I'll take it in stride no matter what it is. Is that so? Well, yeah, I'm sure it'll be fine. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it, if you wanted. Are you serious? This is the present she was so worked up about? Miss Purple has that serious anxiety. And, like, you know, I mean, think about it. This woman is at a literature club, and she's giving a gift, and that gift is a book. That just makes sense. What is Yuri getting upset about? We don't know. I don't know. She's just got that serious anxiety. That's the only logical conclusion here. Thank you, Yuri. To be honest, I'm not entirely sure what you were so worried about. I get my grubby mitts on that there book. Ew. Now that I think about it, I forgot to bring my own book today. Which is true. In the original game, MC did not have his own book at a literature club, like some sort of illiterate moron. So you really did me a favor. Thanks again, Yuri. I look forward to hearing what you think about it. Alright, with that out of the way, everyone seems to have settled down. I expected Monica to kick off some sort of activity, but she's just chatting with Sayori in a corner. Yuri's already gotten herself buried into a book, shrimp posture and all. That gift-giving session must have really taken a lot of her introvert stamina. Poor thing. Natsuki's at the back of the room, rummaging through one of the lockers. Which is not the closet, because there is no closet. As you can see, there's only lockers. I love continuity. I decided to pass the time reading the book Yuri just gave me. The Portrait of Markov. Very scary. The cover alone is pretty spooky. Having read the little summary in the back, it seems to focus on a high school girl who has just moved in with her sister. Freaky shenanigans ensue. Not the good freaky. There's like a human experimentation camp. Real Nazi type stuff. Yuri thought I'd like this? What kind of person does she take me for? Hopefully she's just projecting her own interests onto me. She did say she was interested in horror recently. Well, guess I should get reading proper and stop judging by the inside of the cover. Well, I'll be damned. It's actually been pretty enthralling so far. I've read all the way through to the 4th chapter, and I haven't really looked away since I started reading. Maybe Yuri has a better handle on my taste than I do. Actually, something I've noticed is how similar Yuri and the main protagonist of the book Libby are. They both have a severe case of living in their own head. Social interactions are these intense battles of the mind. Every word has meaning, and therefore every one must be deliberate and perfect. Which is a very pretentious way of saying they think too much. Part of me wonders which came first, the socially anxious Libby egg, or the socially anxious Yuri chicken. Which, of course, I shall leave in my own head, because that intrusive thought is very rude. Okay, everyone. Alright, I'm in a club room right now. I think it's about time we shared today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. I close up my book, putting a closed pen in as a temporary bookmark and slipping it into my book bag. By the way, my dude, did you remember to write a poem last night? First Sayori and now you too. Yeah, I remembered. Do you really have such little faith in me? It's just a poem. Sorry, my dude. I was just excited to see your poem, that's all. She did specifically say she was interested in seeing how I express myself. Anyway, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share it with? I can't wait! Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's poem is on a wrinkly piece of loose-leaf paper torn from what I assume to be a spiral notebook. I'm pretty sure her parents bought her folders at the start of the school year. Why she wouldn't just use one of those to safely store her poem is beyond me. Maybe I should tell her. Or would such a lecture make her feel uncomfortable, and as such, not have the desired result? And now this line's true. Sayori has surprising depth. Monica, in wonderful contrast, has hers written within a composition notebook. That gives me another thought. Why didn't Sayori just bring the spiral notebook in her book bag? I'm just so gobsmacked right now! Natsuki and Yuri also reach for their poems, with significantly less gusto. Of course, I've got my poem ready too. Who should I show my poem to? Real Sayori hours. Hey, my dude. Give me that poem! Yeah, okay. And so I actually sat down and wrote some poems for my dude, because, in case you didn't notice, no poem minigame, elbozos, no routes. Oh crap, that's spoilers, my bad. Anyway, the projector. Alone it sits, a machine of illusions. The projector has been dormant for years. Collecting dust, it awaits any input, which will likely never come again. Projectors can only show what their beams land on. A surface, a memory, a moment, a frame. And notably absent is depth, context, scope. Their projection can only ever be flat, lifeless. Even if it did receive input, even if it was turned on, would it truly be alive? Is it the same for you? This is a good poem, my dude. Are you sure it's your first time? Yep. Thanks, Sayori. I'm glad you took this seriously, my dude. Honestly, I'm happy you wrote anything at all. It just reminds me how you're really a part of the club now. Sayori, I'm literally right in front of you. What do you mean by that? I mean, even though you didn't want to, you joined this club anyway. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Who said I was? Trying new things like this for other people. That's something only really good people do. Okay. Thanks for the vote of confidence, I guess. Yeah! And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That'll be my way of thanking you. Not if I make it fun for you first, you goober. Now give me that poem. Okay. Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. What? Nah, I'm sure it'll be fine. Reading, I am reading. Dear Sunshine, the way you go through my vines in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Dude, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes is such a good line. I love it. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. Oh, I'm breakfast. Sayori, what the hell were you talking about? This poem is a banger! Really? You wrote it this morning, didn't you? No! Maybe just a little bit? That last line kinda gave it away. And hey, if this is what you can make on the day of, imagine what sort of gold you could make if you actually started earlier. Really? Yeah, your poem was very Sayori in all the best ways. What did you have for breakfast anyway? I made eggs and toast. She's just like me. For real, for real. Anyway, thanks for showing me your poem, Sayori. This was so much fun. Monika's the best. And, this next few lines, like, aren't in the original at all, even though, like, Monika's the best is. And, like some people get confused about, like, why is Monika the best? So I sat down and said, you know what, I'm gonna establish why Monika's the best. Monika, what does she have to do with anything? Sharing poems is her idea, silly. Oh yeah, sure. Next time, I won't forget, and I'm gonna write the best poem ever. I'm looking forward to it. Who should I show my poem to? I guess I'll show Natsuki my poem. What? I just want to share my poem. Is that not okay? Yeah, whatever. Just give it to me. It's not funny. It's never gonna be funny. Don't laugh. It's not funny. It's never gonna be funny. Don't laugh. Natsuki's reading my poem. We already read that poem. Yeah? My dude, if you're not gonna take this club seriously, go home. That's kind of mean. I didn't think it was that bad. What? You expect me to believe you put actual effort into this? About an hour's worth, yeah? So you already helped me in everything. I don't know why you feel the need to be a jerk about it, even if you didn't like it. Fine, sorry. I'd tell you what to improve, but you'd be better off just trying again. Wow. I've got a hater from day one. I've said it before, and it seems I'll say it again. Natsuki is violent. I guess I gotta share mine now. Don't sound too enthused. Knowing you, you'll probably think it's stupid. Natsuki hands me her poem. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try. But that's about it. Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. It's actually pretty good. I like it. What? Just be honest. Who said I wasn't? At first it lures you in with animals paired with a rhyme scheme, then it gives you a whiplash by dropping the rhyme scheme on a line about the futility of effort. It's clearly well thought out. Why did you think I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't even take my writing seriously. I mean, the whole point of poems is to express yourself, yeah? And that's just what you did, so I fail to see any problem. Yes, exactly! I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard, like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. Dang it, I forgot an S. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that, this is all vanilla. Like the setup at the end where you mentioned, or I make the rhyme that on purpose. It really helps bring feeling out of that last line. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm going to learn something. Girlie's been rambling. Yeah, sure. I wonder if she's got a complex about that. Alright, Yuri. If her spiel about true writing being from the heart is anything to go by, she should probably have good advice. Hey Yuri, you want to check out my poem? Sure, was this your first time writing a poem? That's right. Go easy on me, please. Yuri's reading my poem that we've already read. Yuri's been reading my poem for a while now. I kinda thought she'd be a faster reader than this, considering that's her major hobby. Yuri? Are you done? Hmm? Oh, sorry. I was just thinking about how I should approach this. Was it really that bad? Not for a first poem, no. Dang, alright, just lay it on me. Well, oh no. There was certainly an attempt made at imagery. Is it safe to say that you meant to compare projectors to people in this poem? Yeah, the last line kind of makes it obvious. See, I was having trouble getting ideas for my poem, so Sayori told me to find something in my room. I'm sure you can guess what happened from there. Anyway, I wrote some prose about the projector, but I didn't really know where to go with it, if that makes sense. So I sort of just made it out people at the end. It isn't bad if a poem's meaning change over time, but you should probably edit it so that the meaning is cohesive when you're done. Yeah, probably. Anyway, new writers usually try to make their style very deliberate, which can clash with the subject matter of the poem. I don't think you suffer from this per se, but it's something to watch out for. Just keep practicing, my dude. Hopefully the other club members can give you a good perspective too. Natsuki can be a little biased though. Biased? Isn't everybody at least a little biased though? Well, never mind. You're right. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. The thought of that seems to bring Yuri great joy. Good for her. We do a little reading. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I'm sorry to have such terrible handwriting. What? You really don't, but apology accepted, I guess. Anyway, I liked your poem. There seems to be a theme of dwindling nostalgia in there, is that right? Whoo-hoo, something like that. It's about the subject lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. The truest form of writing is writing for oneself? Does that come from the heart, Yuri? I'll take that as a yes. Hey, we're all going through something, yeah? I didn't mean any harm by it. It really was a good poem. I could see those streetlights in my mind's eye. You've got a talent for imagery, Yuri. Thanks, my dude. I was honestly nervous about this, but in the end it wasn't so bad. I'm gonna keep doing my best for you, my dude. And here's the truth. For me? Sure. Maybe tomorrow I'll have something good for you to look at. Who should I show my poem to? Gosh, I don't know. I guess I'll show Monica my poem. Hi, my dude. Having a good time so far? Sure, the book Yuri gave me has been pretty good so far. Oh, well that's good to hear. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Well, now I'm not gonna. Anyway, poem? I wiggle my poem in front of her face like the temptress I am. Sure, my dude. I don't think Monica liked that very much. Got him. Monica's reading my poem. My dude, if I may ask, did you have a particular source of inspiration for this poem? Well, yeah, the projector in my room. Oh, I thought... Never mind. Well, I really liked it. It's kind of existential, which is a theme I've been enjoying a lot lately. Alright. I'm happy it tickled your pickle. Mind showing me your poem now? Sure, you don't need to worry. I'm not very good. Ah, the confident incompetence gambit. Classic. I'm sure it'll all turn out fine, Monica. I guess you're right, my dude. Monica hands me her poem. We do a little reading. It couldn't have been me. See? The direction the spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No! I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film that's out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out, and he, on the other side, was looking in. I take it this poem is a product of your existentialist kick, yeah? Yeah. I like how it's spaced out. Really brings out the emphasis on certain lines. Thanks, my dude. If I may ask, is there a particular reason that existentialism has caught your fancy? Well... I'm kind of nervous talking about deep stuff like that because it's coming off kind of strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Since when was that a thing? Yeah, the Monica's writing tip is all vanilla, so... That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. That last metaphor was a little obscure. Who uses a fountain pen these days? I do. A little bit of silliness for the road. Done. Phew. All club members have been accounted for. Since I've got no one left to share a poem with, I look around the room. Sayori and Monica are happily chatting at one end of the room. On the other end, I spot Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper which I assume are their poems. As they read in tandem, conversations change, Natsuki's eyebrows furrow, Yuri smiles sadly. This is all mostly vanilla here for the lead up to the argument. Yours is cute. I gasp. She said the C word. Cute? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? You have to try that hard to come up with something nice? Didn't really come out nice at all. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked for someone who actually liked it, which is, honestly, that's a real L take. Take the criticism where you can. Especially if it's constructive. Appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time making my writing style. Yuri, that's an L take. Learn from people who are different than you. That's like basic multicultural society. L. Which I haven't yet. And my dude liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Did I? Oh yeah, the imagery. I'll send that up. Here's the argument. It's all pretty standard. Fluff here. This club really doesn't pass the Bechdel test, does it? No, my dude, no it doesn't. Natsuki, you really did not have to dignify what Yuri just said with a response. Are you that full of yourself? Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I was the one whose boob magically grew a size bigger as soon as my dude started showing up. Natsuki. Whoa! This doesn't involve you, Monica. I don't like fighting. Suddenly, both Yuri and Natsuki turned towards me, as if they just noticed I was standing there. The whole time, no less. She's just trying to make me look bad. She started it. Let me explain that to her, my dude. Alright, so this would have been, I think in the original game, this would have been the choice between Yuri and Natsuki, which I have not given you for reasons you shall now see. Well, are you two done? Good. Before I get back to you on which kinds of poems are the best, I've got a question first. What's the end goal of the best? Because the two of you have been yelling and arguing, and for some reason I'm the focal point? I literally wrote my first poem yesterday. In what way am I qualified to arbitrate this? But, since you asked for what I think, I'll tell you. You've wasted your time. I mean, just take a minute to think about what you're really arguing about. What style and or what language choice is the best for poems? That's like trying to argue that watercolor paint is definitively better than oil paint. Those are two different methods to create a painting. So too are your two different methods to create a poem. Why you needed me to tell you this is beyond me. In case you forgot, I thought both of your poems were good. Wouldn't that mean both are valid styles of poetry if my opinion is the end-all be-all? I thought so. It's obvious you both really care about your poems, so instead of yelling at each other, could we maybe be rational adults? And I feel like under this pressure, Yuri would probably apologize. Sort of like the MC taking a moment to respond and like pause and like having like an actual rant to go through, I think would give the two of them like, you know, the minute of reprieve that would be required to like actually, you know, be rational again. Because like if you're in the camp of I'm arguing with you, you're gonna be focused on that like as long as the argument is happening. But like since the pause happened, they are actually able to like actually think about what they're saying and not just be like, your boobs are huge, I'm insecure about that. Anyway, Yuri, sorry. Ooh. Yeah, me too. Oh, they apologized already? I guess my rational adult comment actually got through to them. I was kind of expecting for at least Natsuki to blow up at me or something. But no, all is well appears to be anyone. I'm happy you two made up. I hate it when my friends fight. So true, Sayori. Despite Sayori's approval, Natsuki and Yuri both returned to the seats where their belongings are. I guess they need a moment by themselves to decompress. And who would blame them after all that? I like to give them some space. See, my dude, I told you you were a good person. I don't know, I just said what I thought. We're lucky that it seems that was what they needed to hear. Don't sell yourself short. Even Monica and I couldn't get through to them, and we've known them longer. Actually, that is kind of odd. Surely they would value Monica's or Sayori's perspective more than mine. Right? Anyway, was what Natsuki said true? Eh? Which part? Oh, you know. I lean in so I can whisper what I'm about to say. Did Yuri's boobs really grow bigger when I showed up? My dude, no! Oh, okay. Just making sure. Okay, everyone. Time to leave. How do you feel about sharing poems? This is all vanilla. My dude, how about you? It was alright. Awesome! In that case, we'll do something tomorrow. Oh, I've learned a lot, alright. I think I'll try making a poem that has a rhyming scheme tomorrow. That last line of Natsuki's poem just has me really inspired, I guess. My dude! Sayori! Ready to walk home? Yep, let's get moving. Hey, Sayori, do Yuri and Natsuki argue like that often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? Hey, I never said that. I just wanted to make sure, that's all. Minus the argument, I'm sure I can get along with Yuri just fine. And Natsuki will probably grow on me. Eventually. Ew. You know, my dude, it's nice that I could spend time with you in the club, but I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. What? And I think everyone really likes you too. You sure? Every day is giving me so much fun. I certainly hope so. You promised you'd make it fun for me after all. Hey, you're right. I'll be holding you that, Sayori. Okay. And with that, we've arrived at our respective houses. Poem 2, here I come. And here's a new scene. New scene dropping, boys. New scene's dropping. Check this one out. Alright. These past few days have been a bit much, to be honest. On Monday, I was just doing my usual club president business. Sayori said she'd bring a friend to the club. Natsuki decided to make cupcakes for them. Great. Tuesday rolls around, and all of a sudden, everything I've ever known turns out to be fake. It's all just a game, a dating simulator, and I am in control of it. So I'm going with, Monica's awareness comes directly with the start of the game. I didn't even get the chance to really think about that before it was Monday again. I don't know who or what did that, but it certainly wasn't me. And the weird part is, even though I know I'm supposed to have control over this world, I don't. I know how to code in Python, I know how to read script files, but for some reason there aren't any script files. I've seen a folder called sequences filled with asset files. Maybe those are the equivalent? Either way, something is different about this world in a way it shouldn't be. I mean, just look at me. I'm a crude imitation of what I know I'm supposed to look like. That and everything else looks completely different too. But worst of all, I have no idea if my dude is aware like me. I mean, come on, it can't be a coincidence that he's had 2 slip-ups in 2 days. First, he questioned if Natsuki was real, then his poem about the projector. When I tried asking about it on Tuesday, something stopped me. It must have been the thing that caused time to reset, right? It didn't stop me when I tried probing about my dude's poem on Wednesday, so maybe he's just trying to keep things on track? Why it would need to do that, I don't know. All I know is it's going to be harder for me to reach you without the console and that thing getting in my way. I hope you were listening. I don't know what I would do if you weren't here. Please, please show me you are here somehow. I'll try my best to meet you from this end. Even if I don't know how it works, I do know that we are still in a game. There's gotta be a way to manipulate it. See you soon. So there's a lot to unpack with Monica's monologue. And what I'm trying to establish in the monologue is that the question mark entity first is more powerful than Monica when it comes to manipulating the game. And the way I went about to like justify that, because like Monica is like the monitor access kernel, like she should be the most powerful being in this universe, is that is sort of like a meta thing, in that Monica is not in Ren'Py, Kansas anymore. Like, she's in Unity. But Monica doesn't know what Unity is. How would she? It's a whole different like development environment. And so the question mark man does know about Unity, and so naturally would have, you know, a lot more ability and authority over this world than Monica, because this ain't Monica's home turf. This is question mark man's home turf, and Doki World's just on there for the ride.